hit me twice and said, now go back up that road. I got my halfway up there. He said, now you can take it off and go home. He said, but you don't do it before I tell you.
Right.
I said, I wanted to say it again, but I didn't say it no more out loud. You know, you said you didn't tell him what you wasn't going to do.
He hit me for one. And when he got me, I had to babysit my 3 younger sisters. It was fine during the day.
You must remember.
Right.
It was fine during the day, but when it started getting dark, I was always afraid of the dark. So
it's dark in the country.
Yeah, it is. It's a different dark outside.
Right. When it got dark, I would go and I'd give baby sister some milk, and I'd give Essie and Joe a piece of bread. And I tell them, sit right there till I come back. I'm going to peep. So Daddy learned that I was going out peeping for him. So they caught me. So Daddy told me, don't you ever leave these babies in this house by themselves. And I'm only 5, but you know, I'm the oldest of them. So then the next day, they stayed a little long in the field, and I guess Daddy was just sitting the trap for me. So I did the same thing. I gave Evelyn some milk. And Evelyn didn't have no real bottle. I gave her a Coca-Cola bottle. I gave Essie a piece of bread, and I gave Joe some bread. And I went tipping on down the road looking for them. I'm just looking. I was always afraid of bears because Dad and them would sit and talk about bears and things in the country. So Daddy got hid in the cotton field. And he didn't say nothing. He just started rattling the store. And I started backing up, and then he jumped out into the cotton field.
Oh, no.
And he
what did you do?
I was running, Daddy laughing so hard. Because he said I moved all the way home. Thinking a bear was at me, and it's my dad. And Daddy laughed and laughed, and he told that years and years after that, how he scared me. And then the other thing about my dad, Daddy always, he would tell you something once, and then when they started dating my folks, Daddy never said nothing to him. He walked through and he turned his hat. When he walked through the house with his cap turned, they know they better tell them boys to get out. And if they didn't leave then, the next time he went through, he had a hat turned backwards. They know he had that problem. They know they got that going. He didn't say nothing. He just turned that cap, and I used to laugh. No, he didn't have a lot of words.
All about action.
All about action.
So that's where I get that from, huh?
Everybody in the community know. They call him Mr. Passy because he was so passionate, and you didn't mess with him. That was my dad. and I can remember when he became teenagers, like he would say, "You don't mess with them Williams." Them Williams.
They don't mess with them Williams. Older, they call us the girls with the gold legs.
The gold legs.
All of us had pretty legs, so we was the girl with the gold legs.
Oh man.
And couldn't nobody talk to us. I didn't have no boyfriend until I was 18 years old.
Well, that's probably a good thing. Right? That's a good thing, right?
What?
Not having a boyfriend till you're 18. That's what, I mean, if I had a daughter, I would want her to wait till she at least 27.
But our dad, he was a good man, and he was a good father because he believed in disciplining us, but he believed in letting us have relaxation time. Because I can remember on Saturdays he used to take us to the drop us off at the movies, and come back and get us and stuff. But here's the funny part of my life with my daddy. My mama told me to put my 50 cent in the church plate. And I say, no, Mama, I'm keeping my 50 cent. Mama said, put the 50 cent in there. They're going to give you some change back. Well, I didn't understand that. I was just a little bitty kid then. I don't remember how old I was. But I wouldn't put it in there. So Daddy got my hand, come on, going outside. Daddy told me up, and I'm out there hollering, I want my 50!
They want her to go ahead and put the 25 or 35 cents. No, she wanted that 50-cent piece. I want my 50.
I did not want to put it in there. Daddy spanked me real good. You left that 50.
But you ain't have to ask you for that 50 no more after that, Daddy.
And then when like, I have never liked movies. I never did. So when they would go to the movie, I wait till they go in. I take my money, 15, 20 cents, whatever it was, go buy me a big candy bar. Then I go around there where they had the little dance hall. I was a dancer. I loved to dance. But I go back and I sit up when everybody started coming out of the movie, and I would hear bits and pieces of what happened in the movie. So when they start talking about the movie, I said, yeah! I didn't see the movie. I was never a movie person. Never.
Well, we didn't see nobody but Gene Autry and John Wayne.
Whoever. I didn't see them.
I remember the Lone Ranger. We saw the Lone Ranger. The Lone Ranger, yeah. I remember the Lone Ranger as a kid.
Lone Ranger. Tonto.
I heard the music.
Yeah.
I heard the music. I didn't see the movie.
Gene Autry.
How about me a candy bar? With my money.
He had a white hat, and what was his wife's name? Gene Autry and
Dale.
huh?
No, Dale was the Lone Ranger's wife. No, that was Roy Rogers.
Yeah.
Roy Rogers and
Rogers,
Dale
yeah.
Evans.
I didn't see them until I was 25. I saw them. I didn't know who played Lone Ranger and all my folks were. I didn't like the movie. I'd rather have me a big old candy bar. And then if you pay 15 cents for a candy bar, and you had a candy bar.
I don't need it. It don't sell.
Stick looked like that dollar
Don't go
stick.
till you go out.
A peppermint stick was that long,
Wow.
that big around.
How much is that?
Huh?
How much that
A
cost?
dime.
A dime.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
Probably $5 now.
And
Right.
you get the,
Oh, it
you used to
is.
get chocolate kisses and caramel kisses. They would be in a pack about that long, and they cost a penny a pack.
Wow.
And we had some good candy.
That's the real stuff too. Not
Right.
none of this stuff.
Right.
No, that was some good
And
candy.
a baby root.
Oh,
I love
great.
baby root.
And then the
10 cent baby
Holloway.
root.
When me and Essie talking the other night
Oh,
about the
big.
Holloway. We get a Holloway.
What is that?
What's a
It's a
Holloway?
candy bar.
That candy bar.
It's a
sucker
caramel
came on
candy
the
bar.
stick.
Sucker. It was on a stick.
Was it like a caramel one?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And it would last you all day long. Oh, boy, it was so good.
So that's where you get your sweet tooth from.
Yeah.
Man. All your candy and stuff.
Well, see, we never had a meal, dinner meal without a dessert afterward.
Oh,
We had something sweet after every dinner meal.
that's interesting. Because
And
these,
one time I didn't want it though, 'cause I didn't like. I would eat butter roll. I would eat carver, blackberry carver. I would eat none of that stuff. I would eat greens, but I lied. One time I wasn't eating them, but then one time after everybody had eaten something,
I washed dishes.
I went and tasted them. Once I taste them, I'd be so mad when they started
Yeah,
eating.
miss
I said,
them.
they gonna eat them all up and they gonna leave none of them.
And one day she
I'd be
decided
so angry if they ate
it
them
was
all.
my
up, and I
time to
didn't get a
wash
chance
dishes.
to go
And
back
she
and eat
said,
them.
I'll wash dishes. Okay. I let her go in there and wash dishes. I went in there, she had her hand in that pot with some cornbread and green. I said,
I loved them,
green like green.
but I had lied and
So
said so long that I did it. I was ashamed, so I never told my dad
well,
that I liked them so much.
And then I was the
But
one
when
that
they-
loved
when
them.
they
Everybody
started-
knew I loved them. And Mama would always think that I was the one when it ate the greens. Because I loved them. I loved them. They say, Zena, you done went in there and went in them greens.
Yeah, I'm sure eat the left. I didn't bother them till everybody finished eating whatever was left
Because you
over.
didn't want nobody
Then I would go in there by myself and I would eat them. Yes.
And great
But I never
sweet
told her.
potatoes, candy yam, I can't eat raw peanuts today. Because I ate so many one night. Till I was sick. I vomited everything. that peanut milk was just coming up in my throat. I don't eat raw peanuts today because they made me so sick.
I did turnip bottoms like that one time. I ate so many turnip bottoms.
Wasn't they good?
They were so sweet and good. And I had diarrhea so
You sure you want that on tape?
No, I
Too
It's
late.
gonna be edited.
yeah, you can edit
Just do
that
raw
out.
footage, though. Just get raw footage. We gonna put it
You
out.
can edit that out.
All right. So what else do y'all remember about other family members besides your parents and grandparents? Anybody else that you guys know?
Cousins.
Oh my!
Names.
My mom had one sister. Her name was Leslie, and they were
What was her last name?
What's her last name?
Leslie Powell.
Powell.
P-O-W-E-L-L. And they
That's
was
a married
like the
name.
That is yeah. She was a downer. That was a downer. Yeah. They were so close.
Okay.
And they would do something together every week.
Sunday,
week.
like every
Every
Sunday.
Sunday, them two sisters and all them kids. Now I had some older first cousins I didn't like too well because they would always tease me. Because all my sisters was light skinned when we were growing up, but I was the dark one. We had a cousin called Tug. And she used to tease me, how come you so black, Zeke? I said, cause I'm black, ain't my grand. But as a whole, we were like sisters, cause I mean we were. I like to play with my cousin, the male cousins, cause I used to like to roll the tires and run out to the field with Maine and C. Those are my cousins. And Nab was too little to run out there.
Now that's one in Chicago.
That's
right?
one in Chicago
I
now.
met him a couple times. He's something else.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Me and
You
my
know why
cousin.
he got his nickname now?
Uh-uh.
They used to make peanut butter and crackers, but they were the round crackers like Rick crackers.
Yeah.
And they would sell them. How many in a pack, Shirley?
It was like 4 in a pack.
Was it that all? At Nab would eat so many. We call him Nab because the truck had Nab on it. N-A-B. It's Bisco truck, wasn't it?
Bisco.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Bisco. But that boy loved them cookies.
So much so that he stole a pack. That's when he got his name, Nab. And he didn't have no money, and they knew it. And he came home with a pack of Nab.